The Will Smith smacks Chris Rock. The slap heard around the world. That's what people are calling it. So, first, obviously, let's actually watch the slap. And let's get right into it.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight?
This is the uncensored version, by the way.
And his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here.
This nigga really came up here and smacked the shit out of him.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
What's up, American Frogs?
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
All right, so
Bro, he smacked the composure out of him. First off, and the person who really had the toughest night was who?
That's fucking hilarious, man.
Did you do that on purpose?
The person.
I saw one thing where it's like that was the most technical slap ever.
Oh,
Look
it
at that.
was.
Like, his guard still up, the drop hands over and down, perfect form.
Like, dude, no, the slap. You know how hard it is to aim a slap. Pardon me.
Complete fall through.
Well, people are actually questioning if the snap is even real.
A lot of people.
I thought
are.
it. Yeah, I kind of questioned it too. Honestly, if he hadn't screamed after that,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even like. I was like, oh, that was just planned or something, and then would have kept going.
It was the keep my wife's name out your mouth. That.
Yeah, that's when it got real, and I was like, oh, okay, he's actually upset.
Yeah, man. Dude slapped the shit out of him, dog.
I'm trying to find
That's
it.
wild.
Someone actually analyzed the whole slap. I'm trying to find it. I thought I
Yeah,
sent
there's a
it.
whole bunch of people
Really?
with the conspiracy
Yeah, they literally
theories.
took a screen. There's a screenshot and they analyzed and like right now. Actually, I can use this post as the example because that's basically what the meme was or the image was. But they show how his hands are behind his back. He kind of leaned away. Well, first he leaned into it, then away from it. The same as they argued. Like it was interesting how they're trying to say, "Oh, the slap." He slapped with his fingers, not his palm, apparently.
No, yeah, he didn't catch him flush. He caught. I
didn't sound like
from
it
the
either.
sound.
He
It sounded
like-
like it was one of these, like chin.
But you know he hit him because you heard the mic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The chin. It seemed like it was like a clip, like
Mm-hmm.
a. Yeah, I just don't- Chris Rock did not know what to expect when that was obvious. I don't think like no, son. He got chin
Because I
check.
saw some people saying too that you don't expect with this app from Will.
Not at all.
He's walking to you. The last thing you're gonna expect, he's walking up to you to slap the shit out of you.
Yeah, I think Chris thought he was gonna say something like into his mic, like his lapel mic or something. It was just like, oh, okay, like he's probably gonna pipe
Nah,
off.
do you
or
know how
something
much?
like that.
Wait, hold on. Do you know how much pressure would have been on Will? That joke that Will would have had to come up and say to be funny for that walk. To walk up, this was actually safer than trying to crack a joke after that long ass walk.
Mm-hmm.
If that joke bombs, he has to walk back to his seat. At the very least, he slapped him, and whatever the mission was, it was successful. I just think it would be hard to crack a joke after that, like when you're obviously like, dude, I don't know.
My mind actually didn't go to that. Honestly, I think he was just gonna use
Fresh
his
Prince.
Well, I thought he was just gonna use his lapel mic to talk into it and say like, "Hey, yo, my wife has alopecia. That isn't funny. Stop," and then just like walk away. Like it would have killed the mood and like the laughs would have stopped and stuff like that. And immediately, like everyone would have been like, "Oh, okay, that wasn't too funny."
Yeah, that's one way of thinking about it, being direct. He could have done. I mean,
He was pretty
that would have been a
direct.
lot better than what he
Yeah,
chose to
it
do.
would have handled a lot better, or he could have screamed that from his seat without actually getting up to slap him.
Because I actually give credence to that is apparently I heard this recently. I forgot what it was called. I probably should have said it, but he had an interview with Joy Behar, and apparently he was diagnosed with like some kind of social disorder,
Yeah, you could tell.
Who, Will Smith?
No, Chris Rock. He doesn't pick up on social cues very well. So, I mean, that's an argument that he just didn't understand the social.
My question is, did they have to? Why did they shave all his facial hair off and then use makeup to cover it? Can you start this shit from the beginning? Play it back, DJ. Play it back. Look at this man's face. Pause it. It don't look like he just got finished eating a whole bunch of Tootsie Rolls or something like you can't tell where the facial hair is supposed to be.
Yeah, what
or
about
I'm tripping.
What are you talking about though?
They had to put makeup on to cover it. Your natural shadow's always gonna show. They shouldn't have put the makeup on. It makes it seem weird.
Why? But what's
like it's too smooth?
Look at his face. He's 50, 60 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Chin like a baby's bottom. No. Let it be. I don't know. I was watching that shit the whole time.
What if the makeup helps with the slap? What if this gives credence to the conspiracy theory that it was a fake?
Right, we should check if there was makeup on after the slap.
Maybe.
Okay,
Or maybe he shaved because he knew he was gonna get slapped. So
It's just weird.
No frickin' friction from any kind of like 5 o'clock shadow.
It's just weird that they would do that. I don't know. That's just weird.
I just think it's funny it's turned into a conspiracy. You
Oh,
literally
yeah,
got two
everything.
sides, believers and disbelievers.
Yeah.
I just think that's hilarious personally.
This is where we are, though. This is what's going on.
Over
Yeah,
a
I've heard some people
over
say it's like a
everything.
distraction from political issues, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
This is honestly a distraction from everything. It doesn't even matter if it's politics. Like everyone's talking about it right now. TikTok was full of this all day.
I seen 2 Ukrainian soldiers.
YouTube, real quick,
watching it on
everybody.
YouTube, dying
Ukrainian
laughing.
soldiers? Are you serious,
Nah, I
bro?
just
Like,
made that shit up.
oh, I was like, what the
This
fuck?
guy.
They're on the battlefield, like, yo, you see this
You
shit?
see this
But I saw
shit, dog?
TikToks of Japanese people. What's the opposite of dubbing?
Huh?
What's the opposite of like for Japanese people? Is it still called
Oh,
dubbing?
translating?
Is it just translating then? Okay, then I'm stupid.
Yeah, I saw Andrew Schultz podcast. They watched the dubbed version, and the lady just did not talk when Will started screaming, and she only translated Chris Rock's response.
So I mean,
I don't know. So, okay. To our group,
So-
we can expose what we were discussing in our group chat if you guys really want to.
I guess to expose conversation, but I was going to dive into real quick was well, I guess we can do that because that kind of gets into it. So when we first started talking this conversation, in a joking way, how this conversation sparked. In a joking way, I pretty much said this made Will Smith look pussy, and then it got into a conversation of questioning not whether or not this made Will Smith, what was it, more manly or less manly?
I said to a certain group, he would have appeared more manly. He would have gotten something that he did not have before. Regardless of him being wrong or right, there's a group of people, like, for example,
I mean, I agree with that. There's a bunch of memes where people are showing like,
it's just about the smack. Like,
and people brought up too, like, don't forget back in, I forgot what year, when he slapped the reporter who tried to kiss him. Like, it's in him.
it's in. Oh yeah, that is true. Don't do that.
Will slapped the reporter trying to...
Yeah,
Yeah.
The reporter tried to kiss him. He smacked him. He said, "Don't do that."
Yeah, you don't do that.
Was it like was it a woman?
No, it was
No.
a man.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
You see? Now, Doc Jones is like, well, maybe it isn't him, right?
Yeah,
I heard
didn't
it.
know
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Nah.
My
so-
favorite Will clip I've ever seen, this is anecdotal, is just like I think he was on the set for like Bad Boys 2,
Mhm.
and the gunsmith was like doing something with the guns. I only saw it
Oh,
because
I
of what
seen it.
happened with
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin. And so he points the gun at Will, and Will immediately puts his hand down. And he looks at him like dead in the eye, like, "Are you fucking serious?" And everybody else is like, he even stops and he acknowledges Will, and he says, "Thank you, Will. I apologize."
Well,
I didn't
first, you
realize
gotta say
I
the
was
whole
doing-"
thing.
Yeah.
The actual gun safety. He grabbed the gun.
Yeah.
First, he took the magazine out, checked the chamber, then he put it back and gave it to him properly, and that's when he was like, "Thanks, Will."
Yeah.
Little
Did you
side
watch
note to
it
the
on
Alec
podcast?
Baldwin thing. Sorry.
I don't know if we watched it on the podcast, but I think it sounds really familiar now.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't know
seen
if
it
I don't know if we
too.
watched it on the podcast, but
I just
it's,
seen it just trending recently or
yeah,
whatever.
it's trending. Yeah.
But no, so like I said, there was a lot of people who, for example, if you already thought Will was less of a man before the because of what his wife had said and
I was
all
about to
those
say, let's
things,
just get into it. The reason why people question it is because
'cause
they
of
have
all
an
his
open
wife said,
relationship and all the wife said
question
on
how
the
he-
table and all that stuff.
question how he is as a lover, just always spoke about Tupac,
Entanglements.
the entanglement thing. So yeah, everybody's kind of been showing Will sympathy because Will's always seen as like the good guy, the good dad.
I mean, I even said it, and
whatever
he
it
didn't give
is.
me shit. Like I was like, dude, I feel bad for Will Smith, and he was like, why?
Yeah, everybody was feeling bad for Will Smith. And so there's a group of people that was feeling bad for Will Smith, but it was like, damn, he pussy. And then when
Well,
he
side note
smacked
too,
Chris,
people that thought it was funny to point out, everyone feels bad for Will Smith, but no one feels bad for Chris Rock.
no, all the comedians are in outrage.
Obviously, because one of the videos I
that's
sent
actually
All
y'all,
the
true.
comedians are out in outrage. Every
Yeah.
single comedian is in
I saw the Andrew Schultz
enraged
video. I
by
sent it
this
to y'all.
shit.
That was hilarious. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
man.
even like Abba and Preach, they all
Yeah.
I mean, almost like all the comedic community agrees that the joke didn't warrant
The
the
slap.
retaliation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
100%. No, the joke didn't. The joke was vanilla. To be honest with you, it wasn't that she done got cancer or nothing like that. Like I understand it's whatever she's going through can be embarrassing.
How do you say it?
it's tough.
Alopecia?
Alopecia.
I think that's what it is.
Playboy P was
So
popping.
Philip-
man.
Apparently, I don't know. This is what someone said
like
who has
super
also has
bad
alopecia. It's not
dandruff.
like
It's like super bad dandruff and your hair grows like in patches or some shit like that. But I know it's like a skin.
But people are also saying she's also talked about on her podcast
She
how
has.
she's embraced or something like that or whatever.
Yeah, she has.
So why is it a big deal? And he was telling me too. Apparently, it's tradition. I don't watch the Oscars like that, but apparently it's tradition amongst the Oscars and these.
Oh, they
Oscars.
roast the people.
He was in the front. Yeah,
100%. No, they roast
well,
everybody.
people
though.
pretty much.
Yeah,
But yeah,
if you're relevant that year, you're gonna get roasted.
you're gonna get mentioned.
Correct. So none of it was new.
But then
And that
apparently
was
this
tame
joke
for
right here
Chris.
was written. It wasn't off the dome.
Two different things
That's the
have been
other thing,
reported.
too,
No, but two
that's
different
right.
things have been reported. One has been reported the joke was written by the Academy, and then the other one was reported he freestyled the joke off the top of the dome. To be honest with you, the joke wasn't even that funny. I mean, I get the reference. Maybe older people would have laughed at it as more.
Well, another point to add to it. What's her name? Not Jonah Hill.
The wife?
It's a dude.
No, you're right. Not that is a dude. Now I feel bad. No,
What are you talking about?
the black actress. She was also hosting. She started from Scary Movie all the way up to what's another big popular one she's in. Is it
I
Jamila
can't
Hill?
think. Oh,
I'm pretty sure her last name's Hill.
It's not Jamila Hill, but it's
No, I feel bad.
I know who you're talking about.
All right, well, while you're looking her up, I'll continue going. She pretty much did a jab earlier, if you can consider it a jab, where I think they were bringing up the Bachelor single guys, and she looked at Will Smith and said, I mean, technically things are open and your wife approves, so you can get up here too, Will Smith. And he was like, no. And isn't that arguably a worse joke than the
Hall?
GI?
You think
that's
Regina
a worse
Hall.
joke. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the worst joke.
Like, isn't
What
that...
happened? Can you repeat what you said? I'm sorry.
You're good. You're looking at the name. Regina Hall, you said?
Mhm.
So she was doing, I think, a little moment, because I think she co-hosted or she just had a moment where she was doing a segment, and she was bringing up, I think, the single actors, and I don't remember who they specifically were, but bring up the single actors, and she jokingly looked at Will Smith and said, I mean, you're technically open, like something along those lines. Your wife approved, so why don't you get up here, Will? And then he's like, no.
Oh, so that was a little bit
Here,
more.
see if you can look that up
that
real
was a
quick,
little
Ian.
bit more
Regina
straw.
Hill, right? Look up
So-
Regina Hill Oscars.
So
Will
Regina
Smith.
put now Regina put a little bit more straw on the camel's back, but we can't be arguing that. Why didn't he have the same energy for Regina Hall, right?
No, the argument could why didn't I guess you could say
I mean, he's not gonna
Smack
slap
the shit
Regina.
out of
no,
Regina.
not her.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that. Well, maybe if Jada told him to, I don't know. At this point, might have.
No, my point would be instead because she's making a joke at Will.
Yeah.
So in that situation, shouldn't Jada have then gotten up and smacked her?
That's not how that relationship works, though. I mean, we all know it's a one-sided relationship.
Fuck.
What? That's
You're not
exactly
wrong.
What happened.
You're not wrong. Regina Hall poked fun at Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's marriage during the Oscars. The couple were in attendance. They're going to get to it. Oh, wait, you're married, quipped the presenter. I mean, negative. She went on. Will Smith, you're married, but you know what? You're on the list, and it looks like Jada approved you, so get on up here. Get on up here.
Is that
What
verbatim?
list?
That's
That's what I'm reading ahead. Yeah, I probably skipped that. Which was... No, go back up, Ian.
That seems a little bit more.
The girls' trip star began stipulating that she needed to round up a number of good-looking male actors for COVID tests before naming Timothy Channel, Bradley Cooper, and blah blah blah.
Oh,
Also
okay.
called upon Javier Bardem before retracing his name due to the fact that he's still married to Penelope Cruz. Oh wait, you're married, quipped the presenter. I mean, negative. She went on, Will Smith, you're married, but you know what? You're on the list, and it looks like Jada approved you, so get on up here. Get on up here.
That seems a little bit more eloquent. I think it seems a little bit more fun. Like it's kind of still poking at it.
And
but
the
it's
G.I.
not-
Jane
it's not really
joke
touching
wasn't
it.
fun. I guess she said it in a more fun way.
Yeah, it seems a
Sure,
little bit-
but
it's
what
still
she's
a little
making
bit more
fun of is a
fun.
lot more, I would argue, serious than just the fact that Jada's bald.
I do think it does touch on a deeper topic in their relationship if you understand the context.
Oh,
like, if you see
completely.
what
I
it is and
completely
stuff
agree
like
with this.
that.
I'm down to get to this part of the conversation.
I think though that it's also laced in a compliment for Will, and I think that's the thing that makes it a little bit more fun. Whereas
She's saying
the
he's
Jada thing
attractive, and
wasn't.
it's not a big deal because
Yeah.
you're open.
Yeah, and he's kind of like also acknowledging, or she's also acknowledging Jada's like jovialness, or like, you know what I mean, like
Mhm.
mischievousness to play with the situation, to be like, oh well, she approved it, you know. But it's just like whatever. This wasn't laced with a compliment or anything. This was just like a direct like drop.
It's a small little
Although
jab.
although I do think Will was able to take it to be like, whatever, like it's fine. But I still stand by my opinion that like when he probably looked at Jada and got a look from her or some kind of a signal from her, he immediately had to change his stance.
That's what people think too. I saw some TikToks people making fun of that.
I
Where
think he was acting just like everybody else was, and he saw his wife couldn't act. There was no way she could, like, she broke the fourth wall, so to speak, once she rolled her eyes. And so it's like, well, if she's not acting, I'm not going to sit here and clap and laugh and pretend like I thought it was funny. Now if she's not pretending it's funny, I can't sit here and laugh. It's like I'm laughing at her. It's gonna be crazy. So obviously, I think it was overreaction, but I do think I don't think he ever found the joke funny. I think that was just.
you don't think he was provoked to slap or influenced to slap Chris Rock because of the wife?
He did it because of the wife.
Well, her feelings, but not because the wife looked at him or
Correct.
gave him a signal. You don't think that?
No, I don't think she signaled. I don't think they have a signal for violence.
But the point is not that she signaled for violence. It was that, I guess the argument is the whole fact that he's
Based off what everybody knows about their relationship, they're applying it to the situation and saying because of the characteristics she's presented on her show or Red Table Talks, just the things she's done, basically she has him wrapped around her little finger. And so it wouldn't take but much of her showing that she was disgusted by the joke
displeased.
or displeased by the joke to trigger
I don't
him.
think she was disgusted. Maybe she was.
Trigger him.
No, she definitely was. I don't know if you saw the
trigger-
full reaction of her.
To trigger him
just saw the
to
eye
go
roll.
off and do something like that. But the
Yeah, because
thing is, if
the
that
camera
was her
does pan away
genuine,
from that.
if that
No,
was
okay,
so,
let
like-
him finish. Let John finish.
if that was her genuine reaction, then that was her genuine reaction. And what he did was his genuine reaction to her reaction. So
You don't think that's?
what
I mean, it's-
she should have. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I get what you're saying. Go on, Doc. What were you saying?
Well, that's the trouble with it. The camera pans away. Like if the camera hadn't pan away and you'd see him just like smiling and then just still smiling, get up and walk towards him, then that's a completely like, oh yeah, he's just fucking like, yeah.
But if you saw
keep
his
laughing.
head turn to look at his wife and suddenly, boom, he switched.
Yeah,
shifts
and
up
then he was
it's
just like, oh shit, like now I have to do something. And so it depends, like in that moment when the camera pans away, like I think he looked at her, but that's because I'm including the rest of the context of their relationship, and I think honestly, I think he's being manipulated by her. So
I do
that's-
too. I mean, to a certain extent, but I also, in this situation, she had nothing to do with it except her feelings were hurt. The dynamic of their relationship may have been expanded.
Because people are saying this slap wasn't about Chris Rock. This slap
all.
was
This
about what
was
he's been
years
putting
of-
up with
this
for
slap
years. Exactly.
had years behind it, and he really didn't get the slap how he wanted to. So he probably knocked off like a couple months, but there's like years still left in the palm he wanted to get off. But no, she didn't like the joke. She's sensitive. She didn't like the joke. That's also okay. Comedians will tell you that too. That's also okay. The slap was
You
not
cannot,
okay.
Like I think Alvin Preach even said, you can not like the joke.
You can
That's
not like
fine.
the joke. That's fine. You can just not get up and slap somebody though. So like I think he was fake clapping, thinking his wife was also fake clapping. Realized, oh shit, she's not fake clap laughing.
Mm-hmm.
I already started fake clap laughing. So now I don't need to act no more. And then as upset as I see she's publicly is about it, I'm gonna go match that. And like you said, based on the dynamic of the relationship, chances are he wanted to go be chivalrous. Like anybody can say what they want about all the right and the wrong. What I guess the stereotype is, oh, I want a strong man to just grab me and
Well, that's
be
the funny-
exciting and
That's the funny
and
thing, 'cause there's a side
da-da-da-da-da.
of the
All the logic went out the window. I'm sure no matter what we're saying, no matter what apology Will has put out, no matter what Jada says, she was like, okay. Okay.
You think so? I mean,
Okay. She said, I'm gonna let you wear the Tupac outfit tonight.
That's actually something I'm wondering too, right? Like
Let it
everybody's
out.
been talking about like that previous relationship where like maybe Jada wants a rough and tumble kind of guy, and maybe that's not Will, and now Will's trying to be the rough and tumble guy, and so he
He
did
just
something.
put off a Kanye.
Yeah,
I find
so
that
he-
cringe, bro. That's another point because I mean, if that's wrong, I mean, God for me to find that cringe, but I don't know why I just find that cringe.
Oh yeah, very.
But that brings another point, which is the whole Kanye thing, because Kanye didn't hit somebody, and he got kicked and banned. Will Smith, I mean, it's under investigation right now. So I guess the question is, do you think he's gonna get banned?
Everybody's granted him grace based off of who Will has presented himself to be this whole time. But seeing such, now that I look at his Instagram, and I'm not a fucking psychologist or anything, but now I look at his Instagram and see like his highs and see his lows kind of thing. Yeah, I do think, I don't want to say he suffers from anything mental like that, but I do think, I think he crashed out. You know, sometimes you'll see somebody in traffic just break down crying.
I'm not even crying, just in a rage, just like they're yelling.
In a rage. You know what I'm saying? Like, stand still traffic, you see somebody just break down, cry,
Just
get
let
it out,
Yep.
fix it, get right. You know what I'm saying? And I think we might have just seen, like, that was the straw.
The drop.
That was the straw. He came out, and then he had to go cage himself again.
Yeah, he might be like hyper stressed, and
Yeah.
like he put his dirty laundry out. It backlashed on him, and even though like there's the whole like they're in an open relationship and it's an arrangement, if you watch that Red Table video, like it doesn't look like he wants that arrangement. It looks like he's obliging.
Yep.
And
'Cause
so
he loves
like
her.
yeah, that stress combined with maybe like the stress of his kids and
Mm.
raising them with like millions of dollars and whatever that life entails, and then like being in the public eye and doing this and stuff like that. It's just I think he's just like hyper stressed from everything, and he probably was like, oh, I gotta act fucking macho in front of her because I really want to keep her. I need to do this, and I need to go up there and do it. And that's actually why I kind of look down on that act. Like he could have acted macho by just screaming at him and be like, hey, stop it, you know? And instead of like choosing to go for like the most old school fucking way of doing that, which is like a slap, which is really weird too, that like that people champion
You're
it.
more respectful. Actually, I called it childish.
Well, because it's like,
A
Isn't
slap
it
is one
something
of
that-
the most disrespectful things you could do.
Yo, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. This podcast is sponsored by Angel Blinds, a local Atlanta area small business. Their blinds help you get a new look for your living room, to your bedroom, to your dining room. They even got custom kids blinds with their favorite superhero or princess. Use our promo code FDT. Our audience gets 10% off their first purchase. You can find them at Facebook at Angel Blinds or Instagram at Angel Blinds _ between Angel and Blinds. So check them out.
it's also it's something that I thought people wanted men to walk away from. You know what I mean?
That
like,
shit is
hey,
cap. That was the point I was making in the chat.
And that's why
I said there's a group of people that's gonna say, "Damn, he was wrong." Now that we're past that, He just slapped the shit out of Chris.
I was trying to give credence to that because I was definitely fighting you on that in the chat. But then I saw a bunch of TikToks also of women trying to defend, saying, "I wish I had a man that would defend me like that."
Logic goes out because when it comes to
defend
that
what? What did he defend?
Exactly.
What did he defend?
Exactly. If y'all would have seen how we was word tussling in the chat, I'm telling you, exactly. Now it becomes just about the smack. Everybody understands that it was wrong somehow. Women will try and fight it. People will try and defend it. Illogical people will try and defend it. He won those people over. Then there's a group of people who say, okay, the slap was wrong. That's fine. But pussy, he is not. And there's a lot of people who thought he was pussy. Like, when I say pussy, I mean like,
It wasn't about that life.
like just fuck you, Will. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just take abuse however you want it. Turns out it's just her. It's just she the only one who can abuse him. And we learned that Chris ain't even know it was coming. Look at his face. Sheesh. And that's probably not the first time. He's a comedian from Brooklyn. I'm sure that's not the first time he got smacked in his face for a joke. Ooh. It's like you have it timestamped.
I just don't think it's. I still go with what I said before. Sorry, Doc. Let me finish this. I just don't think it's manly. Maybe pussy's the wrong word to use it. I also don't think it's really manly. That's
not.
why I see the girls seeing this as manly. Like, I wish I had a man to do this. Like, that's weird that you want that or see that as that. What are you saying, Doc?
Well, to harp on your point, I was just about to say, I was like, Chris took it like a champ. Like
100%.
It was completely professional. He was able to finish, and at the same time, not like retaliate or choke up or like, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't go towards like,
he almost did.
Back.
He was like, "Ooh, I could
cry." Yeah,
ooh, I could.
That, like, I could. Like, he
ooh,
was
I
just
could.
like, "Oh man,
ooh, I
fucking
could."
hot.
Yeah.
To me, honestly, I saw Chris turn into like his like 16-year-old self again and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you actually like. I feel like you overpaid. I'm gonna make it worth it." And then he could really go into him.
But they couldn't get into that back and forth, especially with the thing that they have going on with like black people winning Oscars and stuff like that. To see two black guys just start fishing, fighting, this would have looked like the Source Awards. They would have been like, this ain't the BET Awards. Get out of here.
Wasn't that what's his face's point? ESPN.
Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, that was his point. But like I said, dude, at the end of the day, he smacked him. And he did nothing, which I think is the more manly, mature thing to do. But at the end of the day, he exerted his will and walked off the stage. You know how disrespectful a smack is? It implies you're not going to do anything back. And he also immediately turned around.
And sat right back down.
And walked away, as if he knew this nigga would not pursue him.
So I guess two questions. I want to get to American Frog's question. But before I do that, what do you think how you would have reacted if, not Will Smith, but somebody
smacked me?
That you know. Because let's do friendship real quick, because I want to try to get this question right. Are they like best friends? Are they friends?
Chris Rock and
Will Smith.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're friends.
Like, what's their
but
level of?
I don't think it's like that.
So they're not. Are they just acquaintances because of being in the
industry?
Celebrity industry.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's closer than acquaintance.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like a hey, we meet like yearly.
Like a black. There's like a black actors fraternity.
I'm trying to
understand the friend.
Yeah. So what if someone like that then just randomly came across you
smack?
Something and just
why you don't even have to describe the person once you're saying smack. what if the polar bear smack? No, nigga, what? Oh man,
because I don't know if it's a random person. Obviously, you're gonna react, but does it? But like, if I smacked you, it's still
my immediate reaction.
Fisticuffs, you still going for it?
My immediate reaction would have been, I would have looked in the camera. I would be like,
basically what he did.
If y'all don't find somebody to sponsor me after maintaining this type of composure on the goddamn television, I would have threatened him there. Somehow, some way.
Let's be honest, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would have threatened, but it's just like, it's that immediate thing. Do you have like a, there's a moment where everybody like has no judgment. Are you able to recoup really quick and
that, what is the word, temperance?
Yeah. Like, are you able to catch yourself really quick as soon as you feel like you lost it? So I am to a certain extent, but slap me on national television, embarrassment. Oh, I know it. I would have chipped your ass. You'd have tried to walk away. I would have sweep kicked your stupid ass right there on TV. And I would have said, "Ha, you on the ground." catch me. And I would have ran. Yo, they had to deal with that on TV. These niggas acting like children. We don't let y'all niggas do nothing for no reason. It was the first time we started letting y'all niggas win and y'all start fighting on our goddamn platform. Okay, watch. They're not even going to let black shoes at the next Oscars. They're not going to let black nothing. Everybody wear brown. God damn it. I'm telling you, my boy. Then he won. Also, Samuel L. Jackson won. But nobody's really talking about that.
That's some fucking Uncle Ruckus shit.
Can't give you niggas nothing. Niggas ain't getting no money. Who let you gorillas in here? God damn.
And then I guess it's a funny little question that Merkin had, which was, what would you have done if you were whipped up by a woman? Like, have you ever been whipped by a woman? Have you been head over heels just so, I guess, blindly, passionately, or whatever by a woman where you did something, I guess, simpish? Because people are saying basically what Will did was kind of simpish. So, I guess, what's the something simpish you've done for a girl?
Like pull up with man flowers and shit like that.
I got a good story. The one that you love.
Oh.
Go ahead, Doc. I'll say mine last.
Oh,
It's a good one.
I'll answer the first question. I think I would have taken the slap for sure, but like when you started screaming at me, I probably would have gotten dead silent and just like started to stare down, because that to me is like confrontation. Like I would have like engaged it. I don't think I would have like pushed him or something like that as he was walking away, but I would have made it clear that we were in an engagement at this point. I wouldn't have done what Chris did, where he just starts like talking into thin air and then just like keeps going. Yeah, especially after that.
Chris wanted to hit him with them jokes.
I mean, if it's someone like that, like I'm not gonna slap back, but I definitely would have been like loud. I want to know like why the fuck you slap me, and I'd been very aggressive about it. And
Yeah,
been, like,
I still my goal.
My
My goal.
tell me
wouldn't
why
talk, I
you're
would
gonna
just, like,
slap me
make it
again. We're about to.
serious.
No, my goal would have been to move forward. My goal would have been to move forward, because like, no matter how mad he is, he understands where he's at. He's the host.
I mean, he kind of did. He took a step forward, and he had to do that.
He's the host. He's one of the hosts. It's not just like he's been preparing for this production. He's been like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So as far as it's like an actor on a play. Somebody phone
his
on stage.
His ability to keep his composure was definitely like
And that's
top
why.
class. He got slapped in front of the entire planet,
Mm-hmm.
and like he literally said I could, and then just was like, I need to keep going. Like I need to maintain
Kept his
this.
composure.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I would argue that he was more of a man. That was more of a man than what Will Smith did.
100%, except if you put them.
Because we all say literally the literal phrases when we talk about this. He's a better man than me because I would have, and we just listed what we would have done instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Depending on the
high
setting.
road.
Correct. Depending on the setting.
Although I will admit that if I didn't know
This literal
Will and
setting.
Jada's
Yes,
backstory,
correct.
I would probably think differently about Will's like retaliation. I'd been like, yeah, man,
No,
you got pushed too hard. But like I said, like if I didn't know how much Jada has put him through, I would have more value on this interaction than I do right now. Because right now it's just like, dude, like you don't have to. This woman is literally making you risk the most prestigious award your career can produce.
See, I don't like that.
Like
And
what?
so
Like,
like
I get
Well,
that.
let him finish his point.
well, the Oscar, he this is the first Oscar he's ever won, and this is the most prestigious award that is available in his career. And like he is so much into like his relationship, even though it's been considered like unfaithful in the past and stuff like that. And it's not, like I said earlier, it's not like the arrangement is wanted by both parties. Like clearly Will is settling for the arrangement because he wants to keep her. And so now like his Oscar is in turmoil because they might actually take it from him because of what he did, because he felt like he needed to act out to keep her. And so to me, like personally in my perception, I think that the relationship's toxic, but that's just because of what they've like shown the world of their dirty laundry. So
He was making the point like he put all this out on the internet. We know everything we know and gives us this certain filter on the situation because of things you've let us know
Correct.
about.
Correct. But she did not make him jeopardize his Oscar. He chose to jeopardize his Oscar. he made the decision to get up and smack this man. I don't get why this is like. I get why we projecting it.
I understand what you're saying.
She literally didn't tell him to go do this.
It just comes down to the sympathy factor for Will Smith because we genuinely. I don't
don't
know.
wanna put all
I'll
the
speak for
blame
myself.
on him.
I'll speak for myself. Like the blame. To simply put, the blame. Yeah, I do think some blame is also on Jada because of, as we know, the relationship. Like that's. I think it's not unarguable. What's the word? Undisputable that their relationship has had an effect on Will.
Mm-hmm. No,
and I think we all agree. It seems like we all agree that influenced the slap. So that's why it's hard for me to separate Jada's involvement in this.
What if the way? Okay, how about this? What if the way Will processes information is the problem? What if he is seeing all of this stuff going on with his relationship, and he sees none of it as her fault?
I mean, that's usually what happens when people are in a relationship they can't get out.
So if he sees none of it as her fault, that's him.
Honestly, that's a good point because I was talking to Ian about this earlier, which was if you don't question to a degree the relationship you're having right now, how it's affecting your husband, you're a bad wife. I feel like in this moment there should be self-reflecting on both parties. Will Smith, like, why did I get up and slap this man? Why did I feel like I need to get up and slap this man? And I would assume maybe, I don't know, but I would assume Jada should be thinking, why did my husband feel the need to get up and slap this man? For me, to defend me, for my sake, because he said a joke about me. If she's looking at it like that. I don't know how she's looking at it, but I feel like something along the line should be like, why did my husband need to come and defend my honor?
That's the healthy approach. I hope they have a
But
therapist.
as we said, they got toxic. They got toxic. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
is that a sane way of looking at it?
Yeah, no, definitely. John's argument does hold water. Like at the end of the day, like you always have the choice. I just think that his emotional turmoil is at a point where like he felt like he needed to do that, and it just didn't stop him. Like whatever logic check was completely removed, and he's like, "Fuck, I gotta do this."
All right.
And the crazy thing about a relationship, we're not gonna dwell on it too long, but the crazy thing about a relationship, dude, right and wrong does not matter when it's just y'all two. At the end of the day, no matter how toxic, no matter how whatever you have going on, he's not gonna have to apologize to her the way he has to apologize to the world, or he had to apologize to the world. She's not gonna be as hard on him for doing what he did as the rest of the world would be.
I mean, clearly, the internet's been pretty brutal.
No, but that's just how love works. Or that's how relationships work, regardless. So it's like, right now, who do you think he's leaning on?
His wife.
It has to be. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, they're coming out apparently, what was it, tomorrow?
If they do a goddamn red table talk.
That's what they said. They're doing a red table talk.
If that's real, then Will, fire your public. Your publicist.
He already released the public apology.
Yeah, no, but you got to fire your publicist because they're not doing their job. No more. The niggas the niggas that is okay with the smack in theory, not why you smack, but just generally the niggas that's just like niggas getting smacked.
Oh, he got it in him.
Huh?
Like, oh, he got it in him.
Oh, he got him in him. He got it in him crowd. Is not going to like that red table talk. You going to undo. Look, Boosie is not going to like the smack no more. If you do the talk, don't do it. Don't do it. Or if you do it, man, I don't know.
I think to the pussy argument.
I think he's going to do it because he probably wants to keep the award, though. Because the Academy tweeted out, "We don't condone violence under any kind."
Yeah.
And so he has to address that. Or, well, he doesn't have to, but, like, I'm pretty sure he wants to. So that he can, so that he can build a case to keep his award. It's still under investigation, so who knows what they'll decide.
Academy's in a hard place. You don't take that Oscar from a black man. Ooh, I love to see you do it. I love it. What is he, the fifth?
Yeah. Honestly, though, I've tried
to win an Oscar.
I've tried to keep a like the racial questions out of it for particular things. Like a lot of people have been asking, like, what would happen if it would have been Ricky Gervais or something like that? Would he have still slapped him? And then it's just like,
No, I mean,
it's messy.
Wait, that's crazy. That's when you know people just want to bring race into it. They said if it
Yeah.
would have been Ricky Gervais, would he have smacked him? Are they trying to say Will is the racist for smacking a black guy?
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Well-
is that the point? Because I don't think it really mattered. I think he would have slapped him either way. Whoever
Well,
the person was,
From the argument I've heard is that
based off
like,
his reaction, if it's genuine.
like
So-
would he have let him just kind of go through with it, or I don't know. Honestly, I think he, like I said, I didn't really think about it too much, but I do think that he probably felt liberty to do this because he knows him on some level, and so he probably just stood up to him and was just like, nah, like I'm just gonna
Out of all people,
come
I
over here.
expect you to have more tact, I guess. But about this, so that's why I was like with the other girl. But that was a dig at the actual relationship, and he just makes a dig at the bald head that your wife has embraced.
Son,
That's not
Will,
deadly.
you should have, as soon as he said the bald head joke, you should have went in on his chin. You should have went in. Why do you look like you could have just went in? You ain't had no. That's what happens when you run out of jokes. This is what happens in a fight. When a nigga run out of jokes, the first nigga to swing, the first nigga to run out of jokes. That's exactly what happened. Will, they couldn't even say nothing funny when he sat back down. He couldn't even say, aha. Well, at least one of us ain't get smacked. He couldn't, if he would, no, they would have definitely took his. They would have definitely took his Oscar. I think the pipe up at the end after the smack is gonna hold weight with their decision too a lot, because you could tell like it's almost like a pit bull growling. You know what I'm saying? That was the vibe.
Yeah, he was definitely really, really aggressive at that point.
Voice
Honestly,
got loud.
I think the best way he could have done it is to have like shouted from the chair to be like, "Hey, keep it here. Like, you send it at me. I don't care. Don't send it at her." Or like, just get up and be like, "Hey, like, dude, that's not cool. She's got the condition. Stop it," and then just walk away. But it's not what he did.
Hey, just on the Will Smith smack alone, without even scrolling, right? 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. There's at least like 12 million views, not including the 73 million views on the one we're watching. This is crazy. That is,
Dude, people are using this image for like
Everything.
the littlest.
That's what
things.
I was
It's
trying
like-
to tell y'all. A smack? Oh my God. Bills. Bow. Just you
Yeah.
can just throw
So what did that give credence to
anything
the fact this
Well,
was fake? This
I
was all
saw-
staged because they knew about the hype behind this?
No, not a
The scale?
I saw one of
That's
them
too
where it's
much.
just like me going to sleep at 2 a.m. and it's like my alarm clock at 7 a.m. and it's the fucking slap.
slap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian came in our room super late. Now, you see this yet? Yes,
No.
actually, I did.
Oh,
I
can
was
we just
getting
watch some of
topics.
our favorites real quick to end the top?
Yeah, sure.
Can you go to the Instagram, please?
Oh, yeah, we didn't get a chance to do that, huh?
Yeah.
start from the
Okay,
top or
let's
the
pick a couple. You just scroll up slowly. Scroll up. Fuck all that shit. We
That
got through
one's
the serious
actually
part. That
funny.
one. That one. Right here.
Yeah, play this
Yeah.
one. Yeah, play that
My
one.
boy.
Pull that into the... Oh, yeah. it's
Doc,
gonna
you
load
seen this one?
first.
No, I haven't seen any.
Ah, this was the funniest one.
Yeah, this one was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. I actually replied back.
And the Oscar goes to looking ass.
Fucking mouth!
It was just a joke. Huh? You alright? Yeah, I'm straight. Alright. They wanted to know if you still wanted to press charges. Yeah. Yeah, I want to do that. Alright, cool. Stop. Boy, got you shook.
Everybody hates Chris! Yo, but side note, he actually didn't press charges, which is also pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he did it.
He couldn't. Cause I'm telling y'all gonna stop arguing with me in that goddamn group chat. I'm telling y'all, there's a crowd of people that saw the smack and was like, okay, Will, you got it in. That same crowd was like, if Chris press charges, he a bitch. And Chris was thinking about that crowd. Said, I
Yeah,
can't.
he definitely was.
I
thinking about
said,
that,
come on with it. Welcome home, Doc.
the Funhouse guys were the ones that were cracking me up. They did one like this where it's like Chris outside after the awards, and he's like walking around the house.
Hey,
And
didn't you
he's
send
like,
in the
"Yo!"
chat? Scroll up real quick. I think he might have
He's
something
like,
in the
"I didn't
chat.
know he did that. I
Keep
didn't know that was
scrolling.
gonna happen." He starts screaming for Will, and he's like walking around the house, and he's like, "Yo, Jaden, I'll fight any of them. Jaden, Will."
Dude, that shit was funny. Okay, I don't think so. I think this is where it first starts. Yeah, no, you didn't.
Oh man. Yo, I'm done. Hey, let me see. Hey, never mind. You don't gotta play no more.
Play the reality about what went down before the.
To get Kanye and Pete in the same room, I swear to God.
Hey, y'all wanted to see me?
Will Smith. So glad you could join us today. Take a seat.
Thanks for having me, guys. So what's
Okay, so
going
let me
on?
just get straight to it. You're gonna win Oscars this year, but we need you to tarnish your reputation.
What? I thought y'all skipped me.
Yeah. You're a little too squeaky clean, you know? You're one of the only few black guys left that we haven't got real dirt on. We tried to send Jada in to mess up your shit, but all you did was laugh about it. I don't know why. Anyway, but yeah, so you're gonna win an Oscar, but we need you to punch Chris in the face. You have to ruin your reputation, so we're not really gonna focus on your accomplishments. You know, when you die, we're gonna focus on what you did tonight. That's how we exile you.
Y'all took Bill and R. Kelly. What else do you want?
We've done it to everybody. It's your turn. 2 years from now, it'll be Denzel's turn. So just do that, and you're good to go. You won the Oscars.
What if I don't want to do this?
We don't care. Yeah. Just not.
Yeah, I guess that's for everybody who thought it was fake.
Who thought it was fake?
I don't know, man. I don't think it was fake. I think man, if that was fake, Will deserve 2 Oscars that night. Because that's just too much. That's the best performance I've ever seen. I'm amazed.
All right, shout out Angel Blind. Let's get another topic. Or do you guys want to answer Merc and Frog? What simplest things have y'all ever done? No, let's move on. Honestly, we're talking about this too long. 45
I'm
minutes.
the only one who said, okay, cool.
You didn't really say anything. You just said you gave flowers. That's not really.
A lot of flowers.
What does a lot mean?
It's a lot. He's like, "Yo, it was a lot. Like, there's a fucking garden I picked."
But it was just a lot for me.
Fucking dark for here.
It wasn't a crazy amount. It was just like, I'll be honest with you, it was like maybe 2 dozen, 3 dozen. It wasn't too much. But it was just like.
You show a big bouquet of flowers?
When
you say a lot, what do you mean? Like a lot of flowers? Is in like
for me,
back and forth? Or you had a big.
I was young, so for me to do that and then walking in front of everybody to give it to somebody, like, for me, I'm too shy for all that shit.
Have you were scarred that young for simp stuff?
Yeah, like, that shit makes me cringe. Like, walking up to a girl with a whole bunch of flowers, everybody looking.
Bro, it ain't that bad.
Died inside, son.
The simplest thing I've ever done is like I played guitar for girls and stuff like that. Ooh. And so one Valentine's Day, I went to play guitar for this one girl at school, and she didn't show up that day.
Shit.
And I was outside of class waiting for her, and she didn't show up that day. And everybody saw me. Everybody knew I was gonna do it too. And I fucking was just
and
like,
ain't nobody texted you.
No one
she
told
wasn't
you?
there?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like no one told you, hey, she's not here today.
No, well, not until like midday. Well, no, it was late because I was gonna catch her after like a 2 p.m. class. So like I walked around school with like my guitar and stuff like that, and everybody fucking knew what was up. It's because I wanted to make it a big thing. Yeah, I even had a little crowd and shit, and nobody walked out. She never walked out, and I was just like, damn.
Were you under a shady tree with the guitar?
Nah.
Did you have on flip flops and ripped jeans? Tank top.
I did have flip flop and ripped jeans. That's like daily standard.
Why is embarrassing stuff
me.
always so embarrassing? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, especially when you do it for a girl. Because my story I alluded to was Secret Santa, and I pretty much got the girl everything on her list. John was there too.
This nigga asked me before. He said, "Yo, how many items should I get?"
You should probably get 2
I
of
said
those.
you should get like 2 the most. This nigga got her everything. And then watch this. Hey, Gene, did she add anything to her list after the original list?
No, bro, for real?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if it was Secret Santa, so here's my thing, right? She knew it was Gene. She knew.
Conspiracy,
it was
but
Gene.
that's my
It ain't no
biggest simp
conspiracy.
moment.
She knew it was Gene. And when she knew it was Gene, she was like, got him. Let me put that Louis Vuitton purse back on here. I'm playing. It wasn't no Louis Vuitton purse.
Damn, that's wild.
Nah, but
You
yeah.
gotta find the
son.
mole, bro. There was a mole that gave out that fucking
Son.
name.
She was the person who
She actually
she put
organized the
together
event.
the Secret Santa.
Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah.
So why is us doing simp stuff always so embarrassing? Because I was thinking about
But
the
you
moment
was
after the
baited
fact.
though.
But after the fact, I
You
realized
should take
what
some
I
of
just
that.
did.
But she got to get some of that Jada Pinkett energy, my boy. She manipulated the situation.
Yo, thanks for making it to the end. We really appreciate it and hope you all enjoyed the show.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and the notification bell to get notified when we post our clips.
Follow us on Twitter at PodcastFDT. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok are all fake deep thinking. Check us out, please.
FDT. Peace, y'all.
Peace.